This pair of Eastern Phoebes, not that you can tell one sex from the other, are collecting food for their nestlings. Eastern Phoebes virtually always nest under the overhangs of man-made structures, bridges, a boardwalk, the eaves of buildings. When I found the nest under this pavilion, the babies were probably about 10 days old, past the bald stage, but still pretty spastic. In one way, though, they were coordinated. Whenever a parent arrived with food, his landing seemed to trigger a four-headed jack-in-the-box to pop up. A four-headed, open-mawed jack-in-the-box. After nestlings eat, they often excrete a clear sac filled with white feces. The parent disposes of it. What do you say, those of you who've raised children? Is this preferable to the whole diaper thing? In theory, I'd say so, but I ought to mention that not only do they have to carry the sack away in their mouths, they often eat it. It's nutritious. Still voting the same way, are we? 6 days after I found the nest, the downy babies are as transformed as Cinderella. They've grown so much that they're piled into a pyramid and spilling out of the 2.5-inch wide nest opening. Even so, those on bottom are imperturbable. Their turn on top will come. But sometimes when the guy on top of you is practicing yoga, you have to close your inner eyelid to keep from getting jabbed in the eyeball by a feather. Notice how wide their bills are. The beaks aren't going to get any bigger. The juveniles are going to grow into them. But they need wide bills because, as adults, these birds will spend their lives opening those gaping mouths on the fly and catching insects. It may look risky, considering the way they jostle each other, for them to perch on the edge of the nest. But by this time, a fall wouldn't really matter. I say that because 2 days after I shot this footage, I walked close to the nest when I arrived before setting the camera up. It was too close to suit them. They bolted as one and flew 100 yards away before I could blink twice. I had known they were about to fledge, of course, but I wasn't expecting that. The parents are likely to reuse that nest, but for this brood, game over.